All right, y'all. So before we get into the warm up, just a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing today. Barb says she has dumbbells too. Perfect. So we're going to be doing a Tabata for the first 20 minutes of class after we finish our warm up here in just a second. So with that said, once we finish the warm up and we get into that first 20 minutes of Tabata, so the first 2/3 of the class, remember that Tabata means we're doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off times 8 rounds. And with that said, it's a lot of work. It's not a lot of rest. So with the dumbbell movements, which all 4 of these Tabatas are dumbbell, there are at least 1 dumbbell movement in each of the Tabatas. I want you going light to medium. Definitely don't go heavy unless you're just feeling hecka strong today. So kind of go on the side of lighter. You can always increase, but we're going to be doing some intervals today. So that first 2/3 of the class is the Tabata. Then the second or the final third of the class is going to be an EMOM, which, as y'all know, stands for every minute on the minute. And that's the one we're going to be using the pillow for. So make sure y'all have a pillow. If you need to go grab one now before we get started with the warm up, definitely do that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started with the warm up. And let's get a boxer shuffle going here. So I just want y'all going bouncing heel to toe. We'll do these instead of jumping jacks today, since I know we always do jumping jacks. Let's shift to the left and to the right, just kind of bouncing heel to toe. If you even want to throw a couple jabs as you're doing it, let's get those arms involved. You can definitely do that. Let's go for a couple more back and forth. Perfect. Now we got that. Let's do a quad to overhead reach. So I want you quad pull to overhead reach, grab the ankle, and then pull and push. If you need to get close to something, I've got my TV here, I can grab, and then I can real quick pull and push, and then switch sides. So we're alternating here. When you go to push that hand towards the ceiling, I want you to keep your core braced. So that means don't let your ribs flare up. That's going to kind of dynamically stretch our midsection as well. Perfect. Let's go a couple more on each side. We're going to end up with about 5. 1 more on each side from where you're at now. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is a lateral lunge to overhead raise, step to the side, do the same thing on the other side. Make sure that toe is pointed forwards when you go to step out, because remember, our knee is going to follow the toe. We're trying to stretch the inner groin here. We don't want to step and point the toe not forward, because then we're just going to be getting the quad and not the actual adductor, or as we commonly know it, the groin muscles. All right, y'all, keep stepping side to side. Remember, feet come together, and then step it to the other side. Same thing, we're doing about 5 here. Don't feel like you got to count. Just keep coming with me. Since we are doing these high intensity intervals today with this Tabata for the first 20 minutes, I want to make sure we're getting a solid warm up, really leaving no muscle untouched. 1 more on each side. Elbows are straight, thumbs are towards the ceiling when you do that raise. Perfect. Shake it out. Now we're going inchworm. Knees are straight, feet are hip width apart. We're going to come down, keep those knees straight, feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Walk it out. Give me a push up here. Squeeze those glutes, keep your core tight. Screw those hands into the floor. You can go from your knees too if you need to. And then walk those feet back towards your hands. Trying to use just your ankles. We're going to do about 5 of these as well. So walk it out, push up, inchworm it back in. Got a little bit of everything going here. So I hope y'all's week has been going well. I know we've had surprisingly good weather here in Colorado. Granted, it's been a little windy, but you know, we'll take the 50s or 60s degrees. If you're not here with us in Colorado, I hope it's been somewhat decent where you're at. Whatever you consider decent. All right, guys, shake it out. And next we're gonna go for a knee pull. Pull it in towards the chest. Let go, step it forward. Elbow to instep, and then rotate out, or rotate up, excuse me. Step it back forward. Same thing on the other side. Knee pull in, step it out. Elbow comes to instep. We rotate up, and then we kind of push back up to standing. Let me give you the side view. Knee pull in towards the chest, step it out. Elbow comes inside the leg. I'm kind of doing a couple pulses here. Notice my back leg is up off the floor, and then I rotate it up. I can push back from here, or I can step up. It's really up to you. I like to push back just to get an extra hamstring stretch. But you don't have to do that, especially since we already did those inchworms. Let's do one more on each side. So pulling in, step out, elbow comes to the floor, towards the floor, then hand comes towards the ceiling. All right, last one here. Elbow to instep, rotating, driving back up to standing. Nicely done, y'all. All right, shake it all out. We're gonna do a couple arm circles, and then we'll be done with our warm-up, and we can get into the first Tabata. So we're gonna start going forward. Keep them small. I'll slowly tell y'all when to make them bigger. Just really want to loosen up the shoulder girdle. Get those shoulders ready, because the very first thing we're going to be doing today are thrusters or squat to presses. So we need those shoulders ready to press that weight over our head. All right, make them a little bigger. Not as big as you can just yet. We're getting there. All right, now give me as big as you can, overlap. Give me about 3 or 4, then shake it out. Then we're gonna go backwards. So again, starting small, making them a little bigger. A little bigger than that. Not quite as big as you can get just yet. And now we'll take them overlapping. Give me 3 or 4 of those big ones. Shake it all out. And that is gonna be it for the warm-up. Go ahead and get your dumbbells ready. We're gonna start with this first grouping of exercises. Well, the way we're gonna be doing it is we're working on a Tabata interval format. So that's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The rest is gonna come quick, but it's also gonna leave quick. So be prepared for that. For this first one, we're gonna be doing simply a single arm thruster. So you only need 1 dumbbell. Feet are gonna be hip width apart. Toes are slightly pointed outwards. I don't wanna rest this on my shoulder. I wanna elevate it just slightly. Hopefully y'all can see that. It's not actually resting down in this passive position. Elbows off the body as well. I wanna squat it, and then use the help of my legs to press over my head. My other arm is just out here for balance. We're gonna do one arm, pressing for 20 seconds, rest 10, put it down real quick, or just switch hands, and then we'll do the other arm. We'll go back and forth until we finish 8 of those. Then we rest 60 seconds before we go in to the new grouping of exercises. And so everyone after this first one is gonna be actually 2 different moves that alternate. So we'll end up doing 4 of each. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, just come along for the ride. It'll make sense real soon. Let's go ahead and grab that dumbbell. get it up into position. I want you starting with your weak arm first. I'm left-handed, so that's going to be meaning I'm putting it in my right hand. I want y'all to try to count your reps and make sure you're even on both sides. Okay, that way you're not doing more on your good arm than your bad arm or vice versa. All right, guys, let's get it going. We're going in 3, 2, 1, starting with our single arm thruster, and go. Squat it down, keep that weight situated around the middle of your foot. Press it straight over your head. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you push. Stay with it, y'all. 3, 2, 1, time. Switch hands. Go ahead and get in position. The second round's coming quick. 3, 2, 1, go. Squat it down, press it over your head. Do your best to keep your elbow stacked directly underneath your wrist, so you're not pressing like this and allowing that elbow to flare out. 3, 2, 1, time. Switching hands. Stay with me, y'all. Feels easy right now. It's going to get harder. 3, 2, 1, go. Squat it down, press it up. Sync your breathing with the movement. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. 3, 2, 1, time. Switching sides. 3, 2, 1, go. Big exhale every time you press up. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, y'all, halfway. If you need to, if that weight gets too heavy, just give me a body weight press. And we're going. So you could kind of do just the movement without the weight for a round or two, like a round on each arm, and then pick it back up. I know this is a lot of reps, so if your dumbbell is a little heavier than you were anticipating, it's definitely okay. Time. All right, round 6, 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Squatting it down, inhaling, pressing it up, exhaling. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, y'all, this is it. Last on each arm. Woo. Feel the burn. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten seconds to go. Last time on this arm. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, this is it. 3, 2, 1. Last round going now. Stay with me, y'all. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo! All right, y'all, grab some water, catch your breath. We got 60 seconds to rest. Woo! Tell you what, that's a strength exercise, but that doesn't mean it doesn't get your heart rate through the roof. So if you're breathing as heavy as I am, consciously try to slow that breathing down. Big inhale through the nose, longer exhale out through the mouth. All right, y'all. So we're coming up on Tabata 2 of the second Tabata of 4. Luckily for y'all, we're not doing the same move the whole 4 minutes. We're going to be alternating 2 different moves. So every odd round, so we're going to start with this one. We're going to do a seesaw chest press. So I want y'all down, laying on your back. Hopefully you've got 2 dumbbells of the same weight. You're going to hold a glute bridge. One arm comes down, other one stays up. When this one starts pressing up, the other comes down. That's the seesaw part of this chest press. So it looks like this. Make sure that your elbow, just like when we do push-ups, we don't want your elbow coming out super wide. I want you to try to keep it slightly at an angle, so about 45 degrees away from your body. That's every odd round. Every even round, we're going to hold what's called a hollow body position. So this is for our core. I want you to drive your low back into the floor and hold this banana position. If that's too hard, I want sit-up position, and I just want a static crunch hold. So that's your modification for that one. Floating the legs obviously makes it much tougher. So if that's too hard, definitely just hold that static crunch. All right, y'all, so go ahead and get in position. We're going in about 10 seconds with that seesaw chest press. So when you're done with this one, just drop those dumbbells by your side so you can do the hollow body. 3, 2, 1. Press through the heels. Butt is up. We're alternating our presses. If you can get them flowing together like this, even better. If that's a lot going on in your brain, just focus on pressing one up while the other is down. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells to the side. Get ready to hold this hollow body position. 3, 2, 1, go. Low back is into the floor. Arms are overhead. This is the harder position. Or feet come down, hands come behind the ears, and we're holding a crunch. We got 3, 2, 1, time. Lay it back. Enjoy this quick 10 seconds. Go ahead and grab those dumbbells. We're going back to the seesaw press. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't forget about that glute bridge. Keep those hips as high as you can. Glutes are nice and tight. Squeeze together. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells are off to the side again. We're prepping for that hollow body again. Abs are tight. 3, 2, 1. And we're up. Remember, with anything core, do not hold your breath. I don't want anybody turning purple on me today. If you're doing this hollow body, point those toes. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, grab those dumbbells. We're halfway, y'all. 4 down, 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge, and we're seesaw pressing. Keep those glutes tight. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, back to our hollow body hold. Make sure my dumbbells don't roll away from me. 3, 2, 1, and we're holding. So no matter which variation you're doing, y'all, I want you to make sure those shoulder blades are up off the floor. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. All right, we only got 2 left, y'all. Last round of these presses. Go in now. Stay with me. You can do this. We're almost there. I know those triceps are burning. Done a lot of pressing to start the class. And time. All right, get rid of those dumbbells. Last hollow body hold going in 3, 2, 1, begin. And you can always do a couple seconds of that hollow body and then revert to the crunch hold. That's definitely what I'm doing. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. All right, we got just over a minute to rest. Towel off if you've got one. Slow your breathing down. Grab some water. All right, we're halfway through these tough Tabata intervals. Y'all are doing great. We're moving on to the third one where we've got a combo of 2 exercises again. So what we're going to be doing on this third one is a single leg RDL. I'm going to give you a modification for this as well. You only need 1 dumbbell for this set. And so foot is going to be pointed forwards. Harder version is going to be soften the knee, drive the hip back, try to get down as far as you can without giving up your back. So what do I mean by that? If I can definitely get all the way to the floor, but I'm going to have to round my back to do it. I want to try to keep everything flat, only go down as far as my hamstring flexibility will allow me. Okay, slow and controlled here. Again, since this is single-sided, I want you counting reps and trying to match up each side. The way it's going to work is we're going to go single leg, and then the modification, sorry, y'all, I missed that. Staggered stance. Same thing with just that back foot down. Front leg's doing most of the work though. We're going to go single leg, 20, next round, single leg, 20, and then we're going to grab the dumbbell by the actual end of it, and then we're doing swings. So I want you keeping your hips up until the very last second, and then dip away. And then it's just pushing through your heels, squeezing your glutes to propel that dumbbell up. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to end up doing just 2 rounds of swings and then 3 rounds of those RDL. So we're starting with the RDL. Go ahead and get in position. Weak leg first. Whatever you perceive to be the weak leg. Dumbbells in the opposite hand. 3, 2, 1, begin. So we're coming back, feeling that stretch in the hamstring, and then bringing it back up, squeezing the glute at the top. Count your reps here. I want you matching it when we get to the other side. And 3, 2, 1, time. Switch hands. I'll give y'all the modified version now. I'm up on the toe of that back leg. And we're going. Other arm is out for balance. Don't forget about that. Feel that stretch in those hamstrings. Reverse that motion. Bring it back up to standing. Squeeze that glute at the top. 3, 2, 1, time. Now we're going to our swing. Grab your dumbbell by the ends. Feet are hip width apart. A little bit wider if you need to. And we're swinging. Exhale every time you drive through your heels and that dumbbell starts floating up. Three, 2, 1, time. All right, we're back to our single leg RDL. Starting with that weak leg again first. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, you can float that back leg, or you can keep it in this staggered stance. Whatever's going to help you complete reps more cleanly. 3, 2, 1, time. Switch hands. Now we're on the strong leg. Match up the reps from the weak leg. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep your chest up. Remember, we want a flat back throughout this. That's kind of the name of the game for a lot of strength exercises. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, get in position for your swings. And we're swinging now. Hips go back. Weight is on the heel of my foot. And then I'm driving through that floor to get me up to standing in this top position here. It's almost like a standing plank. Everything is tight. And time. All right, back to the weak leg. We got one more round of single leg deadlift on each side. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten seconds to go, y'all. And 3, 2, 1, time. Switch hands and legs. Last round, 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Remember, we're not going for speed here. Focus on your technique. Back stays flat, hips go back as far as they can. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. That's it for round 3. Grab a little bit of water, catch your breath, get ready for round 4. Good job, y'all. We're already halfway through. Y'all are doing great. We got another combo move for round 4 here. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna start off with a row. I want you to try to do a reactive row. What that means is you got dumbbells in each hand. I want you to push your hips back, keep your chest up. We're gonna pull up. And what I'm doing is I'm letting go. And I know this sounds crazy. I'm letting go just for a second. And that bell is gonna drop to the floor, right? I wanna keep, I'm kind of letting it go just momentarily. And then I want to catch it before it hits the ground, okay? If you're worried about dropping it on your toes, then just give me a normal bent over row. So just here. But reactive is going to look like this. So it's a really fast, I'm just letting go for a split second, really, really taxing those lats to absorb that impact before I pull back up. That's exercise 1 that we're going to be alternating with this second exercise, which is another back exercise. Put your dumbbells down, and then same position, hips are back, just like they were in that RDL. Thumbs are towards the ceiling, and we are holding a bent Y hold. So those are our 2 exercises we're going to go back and forth with. All right, y'all. Get ready. We are going in 3, 2, 1, begin. Hips are back, chest is up, and I'm rowing. Elbows are getting pulled back, not just up, but back. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, stand it up. You're gonna really enjoy that 10-second break. And we're going back, thumbs towards the ceiling, and we're holding up here, y'all. Feel that burn on the back side of the body. Look down towards the floor. Keep that flat back, flat neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Whew, shake it out. I know everything's burning. Grab those dumbbells. 3, 2, 1. And we're doing our rows again. Remember, you don't have to do the reactive. If you want, just take nice, slow, bend over rows here. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells down, stand it up. Give that low back a break. And we're doing our bent wide hold now. Elbows are as straight as you can get them. I know your low back is screaming at you. If you need to decrease the amount of weight we have bearing on that by standing up just a bit. And time. Good, y'all, we're halfway. Stay with me, going back to our bent over row. 3, 2, 1, go. Last round of Tabata here, y'all. You're doing great. Keep pushing yourself. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, stand it up. Get ready for that bent wide hold. Hips are back. And we're overhead with those arms. Like I said, if the low back is just absolutely screaming at you, we can just bend over less. Still gonna be working all those muscles on the back side of the body. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, this is it. Last round of each. You made it this far, don't quit yet. 3, 2, 1. And we're picking those dumbbells up and we're rowing. Last round of these. Keep fighting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. All right, this is it. Last round of our bent wide hold. 3, 2, 1. Hips are back, chest is up, arms are overhead. 10 seconds. Home stretch here. You get a full 2 minutes to rest after this. Earn it. 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. Good job. All right, y'all. Full 2 minutes to rest. Give me a little back bend if you are feeling tight on the back side of the body. I know I am. We're asking a lot of our posterior chain or all those muscles back here to hold that bent over position for so long. So I'm proud of y'all for sticking it out. It's certainly not easy. But what it does do is it helps to undo all of that sitting that we typically do these days. So it's those 2 exercises are great for that. All right, y'all, still a minute 15 to rest and recover before we get into the last third of the class. Don't worry, we don't have anything back related on this. I know you're like, whew, thank goodness, because I couldn't do anything else, and I couldn't either, so don't worry. All right, so for this last one, we're doing every minute on the minute. We got 8 minutes on a running clock. Every odd minute, we are going to be completing 12 diamond crunches. So I want you in a diamond shape with your legs. So also known as butterfly. Bottom of the feet are together. That's going to take our hip flexors out of it, which is a reason why crunches typically bother the low back. It's because we got a shearing force that's pulling on those hip flexors. This takes it out of the equation. I want you laying back, hands behind the ears. Bring your shoulder blades up, crunch, and then back down. That's all the movement is. Not a whole lot to it, but they're harder than they look. Get those shoulder blades up off the floor as much as you can. Don't sit all the way up with it though. Stay with just the upper half moving. We're doing 12 of those. So every odd minute is 12. The faster you finish, the more rest you have. Then every even minute, we've got our pillow slams. So I want you grabbing that pillow or whatever soft thing you grabbed. We're doing 12 slams. I want you using your abs, and I want you taking out any aggression that you've built up over this week to slam it as hard as you can into the floor. Okay? So give me that big slam. You might even be able to catch it on the rebound. 12 is our target. All right, here we go. Going in 10 seconds. Get in your diamond setup. And we're doing 12 crunches in 3, 2, 1, begin. Nice, slow, and controlled here. Focus on just closing that space between your chest and your hips. You're done when you get 12. And the rest of the minute is rest. Go ahead and work your way up to standing. It's your chance to get water if you need it. I don't know about y'all, but I still haven't quite recovered from that last Tabata. So I know I need the water. All right, 15 seconds, y'all. Go ahead and get your pillow ready. You can get your dumbbells out of the way too if you have them in the way like I do. We don't need them. And we're going in 3, 2, 1, go. 12 slams. Use your lats, those muscles underneath your shoulder blades, to really drive that pillow into the floor. And then the rest of the minute is rest. All right, if that wasn't hard enough for you, if you're looking for more, I want you upping it to 15 this time. It's up to you though. Stay at 12 if you need to, if that was a good amount of rest. If you felt like you had too much rest, bump both of those up to 15. All right, y'all, 10 seconds. We're going back to our second round of diamond crunches. 3, 2, 1. Top of the minute goes now. 12 or 15. Hold this crunch position up top for a second before you go back down. Stay with it, y'all. 30 seconds to go in this minute. Woo. And then work your way up to standing. You got 15 seconds. That's the thing about these EMOMs. They start off pretty easy. And then as you slow down, that means your rest gets less too. All right, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Top of our fourth minute starts now. 12 or 15 pillow slams. Get your whole body into this. Notice I'm finishing in a squat position to help me pick that pillow back up. I don't just want to hinge at the hips, because then that's going to round my back, which is already toast from doing all those rows. Whew. 12 or 15. Once you get those done, Get yourselves ready. We got 15 seconds before we come back around to our 5th minute. 3 more minutes to go. All right, y'all. 3, 2, 1. We're back to our diamond crunches. 12 or 15. If you're feeling real crazy, take it above 15. But I definitely want you aiming for at least 12. Stay with it. 30 seconds to go on this minute. Woo! That burns. All right, y'all, 20 seconds. Work your way back up to standing. We're almost there. We got our last round here. We're doing pillow slams. Going now. Get your whole body into it. Keep your core tight, almost like you're doing a standing crunch. Louder you can make that slam, the better. Good job, y'all. Grab a little bit of water if you need it. Looks like we got one more round of each. All right, last one, last round of our crunches going now. If you want a really good challenge, give me as many as you can in this minute of these crunches, and then as many slams as you can in the next minute. That'll be our finisher, and then we'll just do a nice cool down to finish everything off. Stay with it. Give me as many as you can. 20 seconds to go. Woo. And we got 5, 4. Start working your way up to standing. 3, 2, 1. Final minute here. Give me as many slams as you can. Come on, y'all. Give it everything you got. "30 seconds to go. Finish strong. Woo. Don't lose your pillow like me. "20 seconds. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Well done, y'all. Get that pillow out of the way. I want you to pace around a bit. Don't stay standing. I know you're breathing really hard right now, and you just want to stand here, but try to walk space, walk around your space. Keep that blood flowing. Focus on your breathing. We'll slowly start working our cool down here. Way to hang for that whole thing, y'all. That was tough. You did great. All right, keep pacing. Let's get a little chest stretch while we're walking. Oh, thanks, Barb. Glad you liked it. Clasp those hands behind your back. Push those palms together. Keep walking for me. And then keep pacing. Let's switch to a rear delt stretch. So I want you to bring that shoulder across, pulling from above the elbow. And then switch arms. Same thing on the other side. And then come on down to one knee. I want you to do a hip flexor stretch. Squeeze your back glute. Lean forward. Then we're going to take the same arm. So if my left leg is down, and take my left arm and pull it over my head, behind my head for a tricep stretch. So we're getting 2 for 1 here. Ooh, I don't know about y'all. I'm still breathing heavy. Relax. Switch sides. Same thing on this side. I know we're running out of time here, so for the last one, let's do a cobra to child's pose, the way I always like to end class. Bring it down to the floor. Give me that upward facing dog or that cobra if you want to bring the knees up. Look up towards the ceiling. Give me like 2 or 3 deep breaths here. And on that last one, on the exhale, I want you to press back and finish in child's pose. Butt comes down towards the heels. We're reaching away from us. Give me 3 deep breaths down here, and that'll be it. And then slowly come on up. That is it for class today. Thanks so much for coming, y'all.